Did you know that money behaves like a well-trained animal and only obeys those who know how to call it with the right vibration? When you master commanding it, it doesn't just come, but grows in extraordinary ways. There are unseen powers that decide how much money enters your life and how much departs. And even toiling intensely, you may experience something hindering this energy. In 1925, Florence Scovel Shinn, a revolutionary teacher of spiritual science, uncovered something revolutionary. Money doesn't respond in need, but to authority. During the Great Depression, she taught everyday women to command their money, and many multiplied their income in the midst of the worst economic crisis in history. The first principle is the command of divine multiplication. Florence taught that money is a form of aware energy that moves according to specific laws. Money responds to the vibration of authority much more than to that of need. When you engage with money as one who begs, you drive off it. When you approach it as one who commands, you draw it. Money operates like a well-trained soldier. If the commander falters, the soldier doesn't act. But when the order is clear and firm, money responds. In New York, Florence taught her students to take greater authority. Each morning, standing before the mirror, they would stand tall, inhale profoundly, and announce, "Divine money, I command you to multiply my life now. You come to me from all possible directions because I am an ideal vessel of infinite abundance." The key was in the force beneath the command, which needed to sound like an irrevocable decree. Another crucial element is healing the relationship with money. Florence said that money has energetic recall, and that our energy toward it makes impressions that decide whether it comes near or withdraws. If for years you've communicated with money through fear, resentment, or guilt, it's as if you've chased off an expected guest. Most people have been calling money with the voice of poverty and guilt. Before directing your money, Florence taught making peace with it. In silence, her students would say, "Dear money, release me from having seen you as my enemy. Today I recognize that you are divine energy wanting to manifest itself through me. I respect you, esteem you, and embrace you into my life." This exercise was intense spiritual rewiring that entirely transformed a person's vibration. Advancing in this direction, Florence developed the divine transformation of poverty beliefs. Beliefs about money are like hidden foundations that dictate how much your prosperity can grow. You can work hard, but if the roots are diseased, the tree will never yield abundant fruit. No one is born with lack mentality. We inherit them from family conversations and childhood stories. Phrases like "money is dirty" or "to earn money you must suffer" install themselves in the mind as internal laws. The process started with silence, where Florence asked them to investigate. What belief about money have I inherited and still carry? Once discovered, they would say, "This belief is not mine. I return it. My mind grows clean and open to receive the divine truth about abundance." Then they would implant new beliefs such as, "I am an inheritor of infinite abundance," or "money comes to me effortlessly." Furthermore, Florence taught the difference between desiring and demanding. Desire arises from lack. It's seeing what you want while feeling it's far away. Demand emerges from the knowledge that something already is yours by divine right. To desire is to say, "I don't have," generating more experiences of not having. To demand is to declare, "It's mine, and I receive it now," activating invisible forces. In this context, another principle is to generate instead of competing. Florence repeated, "Never fight over money. Create it." Competing indicates scarcity. Creating indicates infinite abundance, knowing that you can generate new opportunities. When you compete, you focus on what others have. When you create, you connect with the infinite source with distinctive fresh concepts. Each person has a particular talent for creating wealth that, when expressed, not only produces income, but enriches others. Similarly, Florence taught the decree of complete dominion. It was an act of complete power over one's own financial kingdom. The decree was, By my divine authority as a child of the Creator of all abundance, I decree that my financial reality transforms now. I command that all invisible forces function to multiply my money perpetually. The key lies in recognizing that the power to transform is already within you, and upon voicing it, the universe moves to obey. On the other hand, Florence taught the divine design of your abundance. The universe needs specific guidance. It was about specifying how much, how, when, and for what you would receive. Her students committed a daily moment to answer, how much money do I want? From what sources? How do I want to experience when receiving it? The more details, the easier for the universe to create. The design must be crafted from a consciousness of shared abundance. Bearing this in mind, the last step is to sustain prosperous consciousness. Activating abundance is the first part. Mastery lies in maintaining it. Maintaining requires constant focus, upholding the internal state that summons it. This state is composed of gratitude, certainty, and openness to receive. A key principle was to start each day with anticipatory gratitude, not only for what you already have, but for the abundance approaching. When you offer appreciation in advance, you give the universe a signal that you've already received. Another practice was to mentally honor all money seen circulating, preventing envy from polluting your vibration. It's worth noting that generous contributing was essential. It was about backing causes that expanded abundance in the world. Giving with joy was like sowing in fertile ground. What you give flows back multiplied. The crucial point is to feel that you participate in the universal flow. What you withhold out of fear stagnates. What you give with love multiplies. Another key was to shield your mind, avoiding environments loaded with scarcity, because your consciousness is the magnet of your experience. Florence concluded with a powerful reminder. You are not a victim of economic circumstances. You are the designer of your financial reality. Money is your partner and friend. Now reaffirm your commitment by saying, I decree that my prosperity expands perpetually in perfect harmony. I give with joy, receive with gratitude, and maintain the infinite flow of my wealth. If these words connected, write in the comments, I decree, to confirm your commitment. Share this video with someone who needs to recognize they're the creator of their reality. Subscribe to the channel and enable the bell, because I will unveil more principles that can multiply your prosperity. Abundance doesn't come to those who pause, but to those who command.